Okay, so this is the opera house, and it is on Andrassy Ut, one of the main roads in Budapest. It's quite busy, but in some ways it's like the Madison Avenue of Budapest. You get some of the nicer stores. So later on I'm going to do a tour and get the inside of the opera, but in the meantime I'm going to walk up north towards Hero Square. You can notice, look at the corners of the buildings. The corner of the building has this jutted out kind of corner. So it's not sharp. It's got windows looking down the street, which is kind of a really interesting way of doing window corners. So here's Nespresso. They sell high-end, and there he is, George Clooney, drinking coffee, staying up with the kids. High-end espresso machines. I don't want to get too many people in the shot because people don't like being filmed, but we have Burberry across the street, some of the higher-end stores. These are some cafes. Mouvet's Cafe House. In fact, there's a film being made in this cafe house that will be coming out, I read recently. You can see some of here's some of the signs of old Budapest. I have a couple of these. These are the announcements of who's playing here. Andrea Bocelli. Linkin Park seems to be a big popular band here. Flower shop in the corner, and another big clothing store. Modern Ruhatar means like suits or clothier here. In Budapest, we have DM and I think Rossetti are kind of toiletries, shampoos, things you would find in a CVS or Walgreens in the States, but no drugstore. The pharmacy is somewhere else. Here's North Face, pig shoes, which I'm not quite sure what that is, but there's Puma. More shoe stores. I wanted to show you that there's a lot of, see, rooftop bar. There's lots of cafe houses. Langos Papa is across the street. Langos, I should say. It's a specialty in Hungary, and I should be eating one later on. My first time in Hungary, I was on this street. It was a day before New Year's Eve, 2003, and just there's lights hanging on. All the buildings really pretty. This is Pizza Italiano. I've come here for pizza, The Hungarians like pizza. There's kind of different from ours. There's sometimes corn kernels, sometimes tuna fish, sometimes garlic. Also, I've had sour cream with chili sauce. Free Willy jewelry store. It looks like a custom-made jewelry store. There's Vladimir Putin staring out at us. But now here's a California coffee company. How ironic that it's an Iraq Boltya, a writer store. California coffee company. I mean, coffee house culture started here, and yet they're bringing in Starbucks and California coffee. This is List Ferencter. It's kind of like the food court of Andrassy Street. It's the central area, and I'll be coming back here to have some lunch. But you can see down the street there are lots of umbrellas, and at night they have heaters and blankets for people who are sitting outside that are getting cold. It's a nice, shady, umbrellaed area with lots of restaurants to choose from. It's one of the places I tell people to go if they want to know where to eat. And there's one of the sightseeing buses. Hop on, hop off. They're worth it to get a just general idea of the city. Now we're coming up to what's called Octagon. And the way I always know when I'm at Octagon is that there is a Burger King on the corner. So that's how I know. And then right nearby is this Bamba Mahar Burger Bar. There is a Burger King. Is that a McDonald's? And then there's an ad for McDonald's that says right down the road there's a McDonald's. So the Hungarians do like their burgers. And they like roll-ups. This is a kind of crowded street corner. But look at the architecture. It's just fascinating how these buildings are just old. And you see old pictures and they're the same buildings, but yet you see all the new shops. And there's the other drugstore. Well, not drugstore, Rossmann. And they are like a CVS without the pharmacy. So I'm going to cross the street in a complicated way. Because it's Octagon, I have to cross at an angle over here, not straight across the main road. But look at these Palladian windows. Another flower shop on the corner. Look at these Palladian windows. I don't even know when these buildings were built, but I would guess in the 1800s. Looks almost like a prison, but too pretty to be a prison. I love when you see these buildings that are like pink or coral, and then they have colors like yellow next to it. Yellow is a popular color in Hungarian buildings. And this street is Tereskörút and Körút. These are just different ring roads around the city. Slowing it down a notch. Time to cross. TB Bank. That's my bank. But and then we have some more coffee houses, little bistros. Actually, this is Planet Sushi. They just opened a new one on the Buddha side, and this is the one on this side. I was craving sushi, so maybe sometime I'll check that out. Well, actually, this is TGI Friday. Planet Sushi is around the corner. TGI Fridays. Planet Sushi. So around here. Here's Planet Sushi. Open. This is Cafe Light. These are some of they have different menus. Yellow menu, red menu, slightly more expensive gold, and the diamond menu, $10, 2,000 forint, super choice. A glass of whatever or something, and you can have black coffee, a glass of sparkling soft drink or coffee. Some of the foods are grilled cheese with fried lasagna, Garfield. I can't read all of this. I'm a little bit rusty in my translation. This old telephone booth. Actually, this one has a phone in it, interestingly enough. These are the mailboxes. This is an old phone booth with the T-Mobile. I wonder if it even works. Now look at the color of this building. This is very typically Hungarian. And look how pretty the flowers and the flags. But this color building is really typical. The orange and yellow. This is a solarium. I guess a tanning salon. But there's probably apartments all up there. Look at these beautiful, beautiful old buildings. Another thing is the pottery here. This is part of UNESCO's intangible cultural heritages. The Carolina Gallery pottery. Another yellow building. Sarvashi is kind of like household goods. Okay, I'm going to turn it off till I get to Hero Square.